Hi, Jamily. How is everybody today? I can probably put that there. So, good morning, everybody. I probably should have made that coffee a lot stronger. It is definitely not strong enough. It tastes very watered down. I don't think it was strong enough. It definitely needs more of a punch because it is not even remotely strong enough from what I wanted. So, good morning, Tiffany. How are you? So, I'm going fishing today. Gonna get out. There's some really good spots over here where I'm at, where we used to fish when I was younger. So, I am gonna get out and go fishing today because one, I need to get out of the RV. Two, when you go fishing, it's pretty isolated anyway, because most people, when they fish, they don't fish in like groups of people because that would just defeat the point of fishing. That's a little bit better. But anyway, I want to show you guys this morning. Hold on a second, I'll show you guys. Turn around thing. There she is. She's been kind of elusive to everybody, but there's Bella. Her sleeping. Don't mind the ugly door of the RV. We still have the pieces to put on this once we finish getting it resurfaced. We bought new like leather material, so that's gonna go on there. But there's Bella sleeping. That is right there to keep keep Winnie Bear, because Winnie's the tiniest, from getting between here and the seat, because their food and stuff is down under here. So it was the best place we could find to put their food and water that the dogs couldn't get to. But there's Bella, you guys. And my bed is all put together. Keep my room closed. But yeah, so I'm going to be going fishing. Like I said, we have, like, Tim came over yesterday and we got the thing pulled off the top up there and found we need one wire. There's a wire that seems to have burnt out. So, hi, Yosef. And I know people have to be social distancing. I know that. And so I know people are going to be like, well, you know, you had somebody over. He's the mechanic who's also working on the RV. We have to be able to keep the RV running to be allowed to stay in the park. So that's a big thing. So keeping her engine and stuff worked on, like, we have to get some improvements done on it so that we can get out of here. We have a couple things we have to go do. So yeah, that's kind of something we're running into. We have to get that done. And of course, I've been in contact with Tim through all of this, like even while we were still at the other house. And so if either of us was sick at this point, we would know. Not only that, but because we're in, he's a mechanic. He's what's keeping people's vehicles on the road. And we have to make sure that this stays working. We have one more issue. Yesterday, we can't figure out what happened. But like I said, we finally got her to where she started again. But we don't know what caused that first little hiccup yesterday. The battery's fine. We ran a battery test on it yesterday. Battery's totally fine. The battery's fully charged. So it wasn't the battery that was the problem. But we got like no power to the RV. Like it just, not like the electrical power, like the plug-in power, but like to the engine. Like when we went to kick it over, we got nothing. Danny, you're just tangling yourself even more, you goofball. Come here. Come this way. Quit backing up and you won't keep tangling your foot up, man. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, Tonks, go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Go on. Get up there. Go on. Danny is actually chained over here by the door. Little Miss Clever over here, Little Miss Clever Butt, has figured out how to get out of the yard. She climbs up over the top of the gate. So, she's the only one who does it. And because she's the one, look at the size of those feet. And because she does it, hi baby. Hi baby. We have now we have her on a long lead, so she can still use the entire yard and get, as you can see, into the RV, but she can't get like loose and away. So she is in a harness, so that way she's not tethered like around her neck, because I know people would flip out about that, but she is harnessed, and then she's tethered, so she's tethered out to the outside. And then she can still get inside, in this doorway, and of course into the kitchen area. Huh, baby. Huh. That's my girl. Yeah, we want to keep you safe. And because you're an escapee, you have to stay safe. So, but yeah, so this little booger. Now, I just used the thing to get all her hair off my shirt. I'm probably going to take her fishing with me. I want her to learn that kind of stuff. So I've got her longer lead. It's not a big, huge one, but it's a bit longer. Ow! No biting, ma'am. Ma'am, no biting. Thank you. We have a longer lead that I use for her when I take her like for walks. It's a little bit longer than the one she's on now. And so we'll take that probably with us when we go. But yeah, we're gonna go fishing. Yeah, so like I said, Tim is actually at work right now, and then while he's there, he's going to bring, like, he's going to grab the piece that we need for the, stop biting, that hurts. No, ma'am, that hurts. So, but yeah, so he's going to grab that one piece, that one wire piece. It was, whoever did this thing to revamp everything, okay, you have to stop biting. Get down. No, I'm not going to pet you if you're going to do that. That hurts. So, she doesn't bite gently, you guys. When she plays, like, she starts to, like, she bites down, and then she holds it, and then she pushes her teeth again, and so she ends up breaking the skin, which is extremely painful. So, I don't want to hear it from anybody being rude in the comments. She's got toys literally right here. But yeah, she bites really hard. No, you can stay down because you're not being nice. Whoever did this RV really did a number on her electrically and whatnot. They made changes that should not have been made. There's these lights that we have now. They're the only lights that are in here now because the original lights are no longer in here. Whoever put these replacements for the LEDs to update the lighting did not put them in correctly. We have shortages, like we have electrical shorts. And so we spent the time rewiring those because we were afraid of an electrical fire. Two of the other lights, one of them doesn't work at all, at all. And we can't find the piece of wire that was supposed to go to it after it was clipped and the new one installed. So we can't find the original wire. And then the other one, you can turn it on, but it gets extremely hot. So you can't use that one. So that one right now, we have that one turned off. And so we are not going to be using that one until we can rewire that one. Like we said, somebody went in here and tried to change up a bunch of stuff electrically and with a new a wiring harness inside the RV, and they did not get the correct wiring harness for the job that they were doing. So the piece that goes to the air conditioning was the wrong wire gauge. It's the wrong gauged wire. So if you know anything about wire repair, like I do, you know that you need certain wires, the size and the insulation on them and all that kind of stuff plays into effect what it carries through it, right? And so if you're using too small of a wire with not enough insulation, you can cause a fire. If you need something that's supposed to be carrying a lot more current. The one we needs a lot more current to run the AC. And the one that was in it was too small of a wire and it burnt out, that's all that happened. It didn't catch fire. It burnt out the wire, so it doesn't work. So no current's carrying through it anymore. So we're putting the new one in tonight. And that should get the fan kicked over. And we'll be up and running again. Why they messed with this, we don't know. What the initial reason for messing with the AC was. But the wires that they connected to it were nowhere near the correct ones. So it was somebody just half-assing it. Danny, And that's why she's on the chain. That is why you're tied up. That's why. Nice try, though. Nice try, though. She reaches the fence. She literally just tried to jump, by the way, if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about. So, she tried. A for effort there, ma'am. I'm being stared down. She's like, what happened? That's what happens. You're not supposed to jump out of the yard. Yeah, there's nothing over there for you anyway, ma'am. So, yeah. So once we get all this fixed, we'll get moved to our new space. We have like a week, so we're not moving to the new space right away. Just an FYI, because there's people already camping in it right now. But yeah, we have to wait till it opens up for us. But I'm trying to get this stuff off my hand, and it's driving me nuts. I got Flex Seal on my finger earlier while fixing the last spot. We think we finally, like I was telling you guys the other day, we figured out what was going on. We went ahead and got it banged flat, and then we waited till today to go up there this morning. I went up there and we sprayed, I keep saying I sprayed clear Flex Seal over the area that was the issue. That we're pretty sure that was the issue, and we're pretty sure it was also the issue for the front right here. We're almost certain that is the spot where the water was coming in, and it was just running along the ceiling on that side, on the roof, and then coming through. So we got it all sealed up. So that should be good. Good morning, neighbor. The neighbors are out there getting their awnings pulled. That's one thing we don't have on Barb, is the awnings. I'd love to get the awnings on here because I think it would be so nice. But we have the runner for the awning. We just don't have the awning. We actually have it on both sides, so we could definitely do an awning on the side by the window over here, and then an awning on this side around the door and stuff. But yeah, that's one thing I definitely want to get on here, is the awning. It would be so much better for us temperature wise and whatnot. But the spot we're going to go to is going to give us quite a bit of shade, so that'll be a big plus. But yeah, we're hurting for, for space, or for shade, because it gets hot here. I would love for us to just crack down and get Barb done like in the next week. If we could get her engine where she was like ready to go, like where she'd be able to climb up a mountain without a problem, we'd head up to Big Bear like now, like, you know what I mean, like for April. But I do know, you are not going to go out there barking. No, ma'am. Yeah, that's Winnie Bear. She hears the other dog barking outside. We're not going to bark at anybody. You can go outside. You're just not going to go out there barking at anybody. Hey, quit it. Quit it. You cannot do that with her collar. It's like the minute Winnie Bear gets next to her, she yanks Winnie Bear by her collar. You need to stop doing that to her. She's tiny compared to you. You're going to hurt her. Wait, hold on. My neighbors have like a little Chihuahua mixed that looks like that's the exact same size as Winnie Bear. And his name is Leo. And he's super cute. He's like a really dark brindle colored, but he's a little bitty thing. Like he's an itty bitty little Chihuahua mix. And he's super adorable. And Danny loves playing with him. I don't know if he necessarily likes playing with Danny so much, but he comes over all the time to come play with her. And then when I go for our walks, like the neighbors and I, we know we stay distant from each other. Like none of us like come in contact with each other. Everybody's kind of really, really good about doing that. But yeah, it's kind of funny watching her lose her noodle over this little tiny dog. Oh, maybe we got a little bit. Okay, we got a little bit. Danny, come here. Come here. That way you can get your foot loose. Come on. There you go. There it is. I don't know how she does it. She keeps getting her foot tangled up on her thing. She's not quite smart enough yet to like walk forward. She keeps trying to back up, so she just keeps tightening it. She hasn't quite figured out if she just walks forward, it'll come undone. That's a doggo for you. The other thing is, I am almost certain that the vet was wrong. I know that they're vets, and I know that they're trained or whatever, but she keeps telling me that Danny has no urinary tract infection, no bladder infection. Her urine comes back clean. But this puppy, all night last night and all day today, has been I'm not even kidding when I say this, it's literally within every 10 minutes, squats like she has to pee, like she's doing right now, and nothing comes out. And then she walks around, stops, and squats again. You can see her straining. Winnie Bear, no ma'am. So she's straining to try to go pee, and it's every couple of minutes. And she goes over and drinks a bunch of water, and then she does it again. Nothing's coming out, though. And this is every couple of minutes. We went on our walk yesterday, and she stopped, which normally we have no problems. Like, she will walk and play and run and everything else, get to the park, run around, maybe stop twice, like, while playing to go pee. Yesterday, just from here to the little park, which is less than 1 city block to get to the park, she stopped 6 times to try to pee, and maybe got like a drizzle out. And just now while we're talking, she's already stopped 3 different times trying to go pee, and nothing's happening. I think she just now got like a little bit of a sprinkle of something out. I'm almost certain this puppy has some kind of UTI or bladder infection. Winnie Bear, no. No. Hi, BB. She's not acting like she's in any pain, but I can tell that there's something going on. And like I said, she just had urinalysis done just a couple days ago, while we were getting ready for pre-op stuff when they postponed everything. And everything came back clean, but she's been doing this for a few days. So I figured they would have caught it then if there was anything. But they were like, no, she's fine. She's fine. And I'm like, there's gotta be something going on. No, she's never peed that, like, attempted to or had the urge to pee this often. So something's going on. Not exactly sure what, but they're saying that there's nothing coming back as her having an infection, but I'm almost certain there's gotta be. There's gotta be. She has the urge to go pee way too often. So, I know, BB. We're gonna go fishing, okay? You go fishing with me? Yeah? Look, you guys. You gonna go fishing with me? Huh? Huh? Or you wanna go fishing? Danny, you wanna go fishing and go get fishies? Yeah? What you think? You wanna go get fishies? And go to the river and play in the water? Yeah? Do you like playing in the river? Yeah? Do you like playing in the river? Oh, she says, I'm going to get him is what I'm going to do. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I've created a monster. Nope, you can't go over there. You're on this side, ma'am. Yeah, this also allows us to let her run around, play, not get out of the yard, for one, but also still get in the RV, but still keep her distant enough that the bigger dogs can lay down. So, because that has been one of the biggest problems. Ma'am. Don't back up that way. Danny. No, no. You're going to tangle yourself, you big goob. Oh my goodness. This pup. You're kind of a bit of a ditz. You know that? You know that? You're kind of a ditzy. Go that way for a minute. Quit trying to squeeze between spots that you just don't fit. My goodness, goofy girl. This dog, she's such a dorko. You're such a dork. You're such a dork. No bites. Kisses, kisses like a nice girl. Kisses like a good girl. Yeah, you guys are going to get tangled because all of you guys like to get in the way. They do it anyway, but that's all right. Danny, his leg is not a chew bone. Tonks, move, bud. You're blocking everybody from getting through. Hey, hey, stop doing that. That's not nice. That's not nice. No, ma'am. Yeah. So we're gonna. Hey, no, 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 ma'am. Oh my gosh, she scares me when she does that to Winnie. 9 this morning. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go and enjoy getting out fishing, because one, I think it would be great, hopefully, cross my fingers, cross, applesauce, knock on wood, that we catch something. I would love to catch something fresh out of the river and enjoy some food, some fresh fish, because we need something different. So, Tonks, you're literally gonna get tangled again, dude. I don't know how you manage it. Come on, come inside and lay down. Go on, come on. Let's go inside and lay down. I know, right? Well, right where we're at is a really good, like, always has been a really good fishing spot. So, crossing my fingers that we catch something. I don't know how much Sarah would be happy about it. I don't think I've only ever once fed them fish that we've caught from the river. I will just be hanging out in my pajamas. Yeah, there you go. I've only ever fed the kids fish that we've caught from the river one time. And that was way back in the day, back when I was active duty. We had come down during one of my, I guess you'd say one of my times when I had leave, my vacation leave. I was either one of those kind of like spend it or give it up. Aw, thank you, Caitlin. And so we came down on one of my leave times, and I caught 1 striper and 2 catfish. We took that back with us to Phoenix, and I fried up the catfish, which is one of my absolute favorite things, is frying up catfish from the river, because it's fresh right out of the river. It is amazing. Like, a lot of people don't like stuff like freshwater fish, but if you know how to cook it, you know what you're doing, it's going to be delicious. Some people just don't like fish, though. But catfish right straight out of the river in this, we have really crystal clear water here. You get to some other parts of the Colorado River, like if you follow it deeper into the states, it's definitely darker. You get, like, the water coming through the Grand Canyon is kind of crazy looking, but you come down over here and the water is crystal clear. Oh, I know. I hear you, Teresa. A lot of people say that. They say that they hate when they come on and they've missed the live. I've been trying to do the lives like during my morning startup, like getting myself started for the day. One of the things I need to do real quick is wash the Instant Pot thing real quick and set it up to make the dogs portion of their food. So, oh my god, this is super annoying me, because I know it'll come off. I just gotta get a little edge of it and then I can peel it off. I got Flex Seal on my skin. It's only on my one finger that I got it, and I'm trying to peel the rest of it off. So it's like in the worst little crook, and it's driving me nuts because it's making my skin feel really, really stiff right there. There it goes. There it goes. Oh my gosh. I've been sitting here massaging my finger to get this off, because I washed my hand thinking, oh yeah, I'll wash it, and it try to get it off. It only made it seal up faster. It hardened it really fast. So, but we have started restricting her water use at the evening, which I recommend if you do have pups. Do the same thing you do with like with a kid. Aw, Kayla, I'm sorry you're having a bad day. I hope your day definitely gets better. But I have found that restricting her water usage at night has done us wonders, because she now actually is sleeping without urinating all night long. But she gets up in the morning and she drinks like the whole bowl of water from jump. Like she hasn't, like she's literally starving of water. But like I said, we've had her tested. I'm curious if I should go get her. Probably going to go call and see if they'll run another test on her. I'm almost certain she has a bladder infection right now, or a UTI or something, because anybody that's had one knows that you get the urge to pee over and over again, even if you don't have to pee. It's like the muscle in there is like irritated or whatever. Oh my God, come off my finger, please. You're super annoying the heck out of me, thing. It's like this one spot. It's coming. It's just taking forever. But yeah, so real quick, guys, I'm gonna wash this real quick, and you guys can chill with me while I do that. I'm gonna wash the Instant Pot. I'm gonna move that because you keep getting tangled in it. Yeah, I have this on because it is chilly outside, so I'm wearing my little pullover. But yeah, but I'm wearing my Harry Potter shirt, you guys. This is really cute. Like, what do you guys think of this one? This is the new shirt that I got. And then I'm just wearing like these cute like leggings. Sorry, don't mind my stomach. I hate my stomach, my skin on my stomach, so don't mind. Oop, there we go. I'm gonna wash this little bad boy now that it's had a chance to sit. Wash this out. Alrighty. Oh, let me dry my hands off. I can actually use this to dry my hands off with because I won't be wearing this. Oh, I know. The funny part is this does not really show the color very well. Like, it looks red on the camera to me, but this shirt is like a bright pinky burgundy color. So it's like more of a... It's more of a purple than it is a red, but on camera right now it looks so red, and it's not red at all. Like I said, it's like a purple pink, which is really weird because I guess I don't understand. Like, you know, the Harry Potter's house color, it's like a burgundy color. It's not red. So like Gryffindor is not red. It's like a burgundy with a yellow. But yeah, it's like a burgundy and gold is their house colors. And so that's what this is. And it even says Gryffindor right on it. So yeah, it totally looks red, and it's not a red shirt. It is not red at all. I wonder, like, let me show you something here. That doesn't do no justice. This is the actual like red, like this is my knife, but let's see if I can find something that actually is red and show you the difference on camera. This is actually red, but I can't even pull that out. Here we go. This is red. This shirt is actually not red. But yeah, this is actually a red color. So this shows correctly on the camera, but this is not showing up correct. Which I think is so funny that it doesn't show the right color. Come here, Instant Pot. So I gotta get the dog's food started because I always cook their stuff in the morning and then let it sit so that way it gets cooler, because you don't want to feed it to them scalding hot, of course. If you guys hear a humming noise in the background, it's because it is the heater that's on. Yeah, the difference. But yeah, it's just crazy that this doesn't show how purple, like purpley colored this is. Wow, I made a mess on the Instant Pot. What the heck? I didn't even realize I got that everywhere. Sorry, I didn't do that. I didn't push anything. Okay, I'm gonna have to wash the outside of the Instant Pot. Excuse me, ma'am. I need to get in here. Excuse me. Thank you. Oops. Tripped right over the top of you, girl. Okay, I need one of these. That can sit back there. That can go there. I need one of these and this. So. Oh. Measuring cup, please. No, Mocus, you're not going to go out the door. You got to stay inside. She's like, but that's the outside, Mom. Okay. I don't know why I keep trying to put that back in there. That does not go back in there. Okay, seriously, thing. Could I please? Thank you. And then I need to open this. Hold on. Get your big old nose out of the way. I'm just blown away by how red this shirt seems on here. My eye color looks super crazy today. Okay, I need a new can opener. This is ridiculous. I should have just brought the electric one. But you know the funny part is I used to hate electric can openers. And then I found one that that worked really well. So I was really happy with it. Well, I'm trying not to have too many electrical things in the RV because, you know, you don't really need all that. And this is this one right. And then a little bit more. Right. Where is I need the goofy spoon. I need the goofy spoon. The goofy one. We call this the goofy spoon. It's the only one like it. Goes away soon. Tried to get some groceries at the store, but literally, yeah, everything is freaking gone. I was talking to Jay yesterday about just that. We went to go get, we needed to go get milk. Because like I said, we're in the RV. The only thing that fits in there is a half gallon at a time. You can't really do more than that. And the one place we went to, like the last place on the way back towards where we're at, was the dollar store. I was like, well, maybe the dollar store will have it. Even, you know, the fact is we may have to get it there. We got in there and they wanted $3.80 for a half gallon. They were all out. But $3.80 for a half gallon of milk and $4.60 for a full gallon of milk, for a whole gallon was a bit ridiculous. Especially if you go down to the Smith's grocery store and milk is $1.97 for a gallon. And it's $1.29 for a half gallon. So I was like, why is the dollar store so much more expensive? It definitely isn't for convenience because they're definitely not a convenience store. I used to have an electric can opener about 5 years ago. I found one that doesn't leave a sharp edge. Yeah, exactly. That's what I have. I have one that it'll cut around this part here and take this piece off versus the inner part, which is awesome. So he can't eat wheat. Everyone else eats. I eat gluten-free with him. Yeah, that's true. It is expensive, Caitlin. You're right. Put this stuff away. But yeah, that's definitely expensive. So something else I'm looking for, I posted earlier. I'm looking for a microwave / convection oven in one of those combo ones, because one, this microwave is not meant for the RV and it is really having a hard time running in here. So we're trying to find one that's specifically for an RV, because what I want to do is take this bad boy out and put one of the combo ones in that has the light on the bottom that's made for the RV. So that'll free up space over on this side here, and it'll let us have all of our cook stuff on that side. But yeah, I want to get one of the combo ones. I like the combo ones, and so I want to get one. Oh, and we did find out yesterday, everything looks great on the propane tank except for the feeder line, which is the one that goes from external source putting propane in. So the replacement piece for that line is like $30. So we're gonna go get that. And then we should be ready to pump her with propane. We did get a small propane tank, and we have found that we're trying to figure out which line goes to the stove. As soon as we find out which line underneath that's hooked to the big propane tank goes to the stove, we're going to unhook that and put it straight into the small propane tank. That should get us for now for cooking, which is kind of our only concern right now anyway, is cooking in here, because like I said, we don't have the pipe or the hose for the hot water to go to the hot water thing. And we just looked at it yesterday, and an entire piece of the hot water heater needs to be replaced. So we were going to try to just use some of the shorter ones and extend them together. So we got the smaller hoses, but we have a piece that's broken. The best way to do it is to get to the stores right when they open. Last Tuesday we got to Target early, and they had fresh stocked shelves. Yeah, tons of, and oh yeah. See, and for us, that would mean me having to, well, I'm already up at 6 a.m. anyway, but that would mean me having to get the dogs situated and then head into town, because we're about 25-30 minutes out of town where we're at. So the closest thing to us is Sam's Club, but I am not shopping at Sam's Club. We're in an RV. Where would I put anything from Sam's Club in an RV? So yeah, there's always something to fix. But then again, you have to remember, I bought her with the intent of not even being in here until June. So we had everything kind of spaced out for repairs, and we knew what needs to be done, and we're finding things, of course, as we go. So we weren't even supposed to be in here yet. We still have technically another 3 months of work that we were planning on doing in here. So that's why I got really irritated when, the little people that came in bitching at me about the fact that we spent money, when we were literally shoved into the RV without any prior notification. It was kind of like, okay, well, you're going to lose your house, so here's your option. But I can tell you this much. Here's the benefit. We may have lost our house, right? And we got shoved into the RV way faster than we had expected. But we were able to put money into the RV. She's running. That's the positive. She is running. Be it she's not like ready to travel any good distance, but she is running. She can drive through town. She can get where we need to go. We can get from spot to spot. Can't really go anywhere like up mountainous areas or anything like that yet, because she still needs some work. But she's running. 2, she has electric. 3, she has running water. 4, she has sewage, right? So we have the tanks, we've got sewage. Those have been repaired, by the way. Oh yeah, absolutely, Teresa, absolutely. And the fun part about it is this is the life, this for right here, me being in the RV, this is what I've wanted for a very long time. This is the situation I have wanted to be in for a long time. Yeah, she's definitely cute and cozy. I've got my little bunk up there. I can close the curtains for it at night. I'm in my own bedroom. It's my own space. It's nice and cozy. I've got my bed up there. I've got my computer up there. I've got my books up there. Got my monitor for my gaming if I want to game with my Xbox. It's just super cozy up there. It's my own little space. Down here, Sarah's got her bed. She's got her TV. She's got her dolls. She's got all this space. The dogs, they now have a bed they can climb up on. They get off the floor where it's kind of on the colder side. They're able to just climb around, do what they want. They go in and out. They've got an outdoor running space. The cats are so happy in here. I'm like so blown away by how happy my kitty cats are. Bella finally last night has come out of her hiding spot. She has just been totally chilling out now. She's actually, as a matter of fact, sleeping on the chair, the driver's seat right now. she gets up on the bunk with me at night. And Bella stays pretty much in the bunk with me all night. Once I'm up there, during the day, she kind of comes down and stays in the chair. But at night, she's been up in the bunk with me. She stayed the first night, she stayed up there with me. Second night, she stayed up there with me. So I'm going to guess that it's going to be a normal thing for her. Yeah, I was literally, I kid you not, you guys, was not sleeping very well because I was so concerned about my cats. Even though I knew that they were being taken care of by the neighbor, and the neighbor was amazing. So I know she doesn't watch these, but I have to just say a huge, huge thank you to her for, you know, letting my kitty cat stay with her and feeding them. Well, I bought the food, but she was giving them their food and stuff. But taking care of my girls while we were getting situated. And so huge, huge thank you to her. And we went to pick them up, and Mocus, of course, was Miss Difficult, decided she's going to sleep and not respond to anybody. Mocus is one of those cats that once she falls asleep, you almost get afraid that she's died on you because she is so literally dead to the world. You literally have to pick her up and like shake her to get her to wake up. Like she's like, oh, wait, what? So we were calling for her, trying to find her, and she had gotten herself in a nice little cozy spot and she was sleeping. We did find her, of course, because she's here. But it took probably 45 minutes to find where her little hidey spot was, to get her. Bella came right away. As soon as she heard me calling her, she came running to me. I was like, oh, my baby. And so, yeah, she's definitely, like, she definitely loves me, and I love her. And I'm so happy that they're here. But, yeah, it's going to be crazy once, like, when Sarah does decide when she's ready to move out of the RV. I know that she's definitely already ready. This isn't the lifestyle for Sarah. This is, she's definitely not an RVer. She's definitely not a on the roads kind of person. She likes having space, individually spaced out rooms. She likes having like a place that she can say, this is for me to cook, this is for me to sleep, this is for me to, she likes that. She likes that division in things. And she just likes space. Yeah, pets are the best. And so being in here, she feels very cooped up. I keep trying to encourage her to get out with me, go for walks with me. But I know she's going through it. Like, she's definitely going through a depression, you guys. And with everything else that's going on, and like her health-wise, like she's doing great health-wise. Don't get me wrong. Health-wise, like physically, and like, you know, no. Now she's trying to drag my chair out the door. No, we don't do that. So, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to put this right here so that you're not tangling yourself up in it. But I'm going to sit down. So, nope, you're going to stay over there, ma'am, because you are being a mess. So I know that she's going through a lot, and losing the house and then everything else that just kind of all snowballed. And then right after that, losing work. Like, you know, that's a lot for someone so young to take in, and she's been putting money away and so she can get herself a place. She's wanted to dip into that for us. Groceries, I told her no, put that away, because that's what she's been waiting to use for an apartment. She needs to keep that put away. But it's frustrating. Like, it's frustrating because I know that she's ready to be on her own. Like, she's ready for that. And that's what she wants. She wants to move out on her own, and I don't blame her. And it has nothing to do with liking each other or her wanting to be away from her mom. She's just ready for that next step. And that's okay. I mean, she's going to be 19 years old in 2 months, and she's just ready for that. The other frustration is, of course, they've put all the GED testing on hold because it has to be proctored. If you don't know what that means, proctored means it has to be watched. Like, somebody has to be watching you take the test. And so it has to be proctored. And so they have postponed that test right now. So she can't take the next test, and she's only got the one left. And so it's super frustrating for her to know she was like right there. You know what I mean? Like, you're right there, you're ready to do it. She would be done, and she'd be graduated before the end of this school year, which would have been May. And that's what she wants. She wants it done. And so cross your fingers, guys, that this whole thing, that this quarantining and all that kind of stuff, as everybody has said, is like into April. So that way, before May, she can go in there and that they open it up to proctoring again. Maybe even keeping it to small, minimal groups that are spaced away from each other, so that she can go in and test. Like, cross your fingers, knock on wood, say a prayer, so she can get that last one done. Like, it's literally just the last one. If she gets that finished, and then she's good to go. And that, I think, right there will lift her spirits up a whole lot. And then I know another thing would be her finally getting to either going up to, for us to go up to Missouri, or for us to get somebody here from Missouri. But my daughter is showing no interest of moving out. Yeah. Until she's done with her college. Yeah, see, and that's the thing, is I've always taught my kids to be extremely independent. One, because I'm super independent. If I can't figure it out and can't do it, then I will reach out. But 90% of the time, 99% of the time, I'm going to do it myself. And I'm going to work at it myself until I come to the actual realization that, hey, you know what? You just don't have this. Thank you. Good gosh. Yeah, no, out here, they have some really nice apartments. To get a really nice one out here, you're going to pay like $750 a month, and that's for a 1-bedroom. You can get some of the studios. They have some really nice studios over in the Laughlin side, and those ones run at $700, starting at $700, but that's also because that's Nevada. But here in Arizona, on the Arizona side, there's some really nice ones here, studio-wise. If you want a studio, you can get it for like $650. And then, of course, that doesn't include your utilities. You'd have to also get your utilities and everything, which the ones over here are the really nice ones. They're only electric, so that's really cool. Yeah, the $2,200 a month is insane. I know somebody else who has an apartment up in Cali, and there is no way in absolute hell you would have me rent an apartment in California. They are outrageous. So, and I need to go take Danny to get her a bath again, because she, right after we got back from her walk yesterday, I needed to go throw laundry in. And so I put her in the kennel so I could go, and she peed all in the kennel within minutes of me putting her in it. Which is what's getting me. Like, she's trying, like, I watch her try to pee when she's out here, right? And it just, like, this little drizzle happens. And I put her in the kennel like she was doing yesterday, just little drizzles here and there. And I put her in the kennel yesterday. She wasn't even in the kennel just a couple of minutes. And I hadn't even left yet. I was putting the laundry together to leave. Stuck her in there, and she let her entire bladder loose in the kennel, to the point that because the RV slightly tilted forward, all the pee went to the one side and started to like leak over the side of the little tiny rimmed tray that's in there. Rushed, of course, to get it soaked up because she peed all, like, let her whole bladder loose. I'm like, we've been outside, we've been walking, and you've barely had these little drizzles here and there. And I stick her in there, and she lets her entire bladder loose. So it makes me question, like, what the heck is going on with her? Because, like I said, vet says there's no infection, but the symptoms that she's showing when she's out and about is this little drizzle and this urge. Like, she seems like she's got this urge to pee over and over again, but she's just barely drizzling stuff. And then if you stick her in the kennel, she lets her entire bladder loose, and she just literally floods the bottom of the kennel and then lays down in it. So she did that yesterday. She peed and then laid in it, and now she's, from like her belly and her legs are all covered in pee. So I don't know. 2002, and feel bad for people starting now in California. Oh yeah, no, that's so expensive up there. Like, I was born and like raised in Cali, moved out to Arizona in my later teen years. Yeah, she's, it's definitely a continuous problem. We're not exactly sure why she keeps doing it. So, my neighbor is awesome. He does the same thing. Every morning, everybody gets up. He does his probably about twice a week. But every morning he gets up and he turns on their heating unit and all that for their hot water. And then every couple of days, he pulls the big lever out, right, which drains your black water tank. So like for me, I drain the black water tank every 2 days, and then the gray water tank, we leave that line open, right? So it keeps the line moving and flowing. And then once a week, we close the gray water tank for the day and let it fill up. And then when we pull the black water tank one more time, we kick the pump, and it pumps all the gray water tank water into the black tank and flushes the tank out. Oh yeah, if he's an older dog, yeah. But Danny's a puppy. She's 15 weeks old today. So she'll be 4 months old next Sunday. Like I said, for some reason, it's only when she goes in the kennel, only when we put her in the kennel. She's been doing this since she was a baby, like itty bitty baby. As soon as we kennel her for the night, because we don't kennel her during the day unless I have to leave. But anytime she's kenneled for any period of time, whether it be 5 minutes or whether it be for the night, she releases her whole bladder in there, not just once, but on multiple times. And I think she gets this in her head that if I pee in there, I'm going to get let out of here. So now we don't even let her out. Like, she pees in there, we keep her in there and we clean it all up with her still in it. I take her and I dry her off while she's still in the kennel. Dry her legs and everything off so that she sees that I'm not letting her out just because she's peed in there. I think she got in the mindset of when she peed when she was littler, we would take her out of there so we could clean up the mess that was made and then wash her. So I think she's gotten in this mindset of, oh, if I pee in here, I get let out of here. We're hoping to break that habit by when she does that, we clean her up while she's still in there. So like last night when she did it, I cleaned her up really good. She's still got, of course, she still stinks because she got it all on her. And I wiped out the inside of the kennel. I took disinfectant wipes and wiped the whole bottom again. We have learned not to give her bedding. Just don't give her bedding. One, she pees all over, but before she pees all over it, she proceeds to shred it to bits. So that's always, we had 4 straight days of absolute utter chaos in here where she ripped up the bed, then proceeded to pee all over the stuffing and the filler and all that, which made a very, very wet, smelly mess. And so now our only option is to have her sleep on just the harder kennel piece. Like I said, the reason for her being kenneled at night is that she won't go to sleep. She will not sleep unless you put her somewhere where she's restricted. Otherwise, she's zooming all over the place. We tried one evening to see if maybe she would lay down with the other dogs. I think none of us got any sleep that night. And I stuck it out for the whole night to see at what point would she finally fall asleep. She slept for like an hour and a half that night. And then she was just chaos all night long. The other dogs got irritated. I think we ended up having a spat with her and Godric because he was fed up. Winnie Bear jumped up onto Sarah's bed and stayed hidden the rest of the night. But yeah, so she has to be kenneled at night while she's so full of energy. I can't work because of my seizure. Oh yeah. Yeah, she can work. And that's the thing, is she was working, but this whole thing, I know a lot of places across the country are like Walmarts and stuff like that are still hiring. Out here, ours let a bunch of people go, and Sarah happened to be part of that crew. We don't have enough of a, what's it called? A community. There's not enough people here to keep the Walmart staffed the way they want it staffed, while there's also all this going on. Because as everybody knows, and let's be real, people are shopping right now, right? They're going and buying things in bulk, whatever. It's because a lot of these people are going to get laid off. They're not going to have money here before they know it. They're not going to have a check coming in. So they are all rushing in to get everything they need now. And then things are going to die off, right? Shopping's going to come to almost a halt. People are going to slow down because they're not making an income. So if they're not making income, it means they're not coming to shop, which means that the business isn't going to be making the money it's normally making, which means that they can't pay employees. So that's why they're cutting. Yeah, and that's the thing is we live in such a small community. They're not. They're letting people go right now because they're just not going to be able to afford to pay them wages. And that's the problem. Like I'm trying to explain to people, they should never have opened the second store out here. I get why, because of course they wanted one that was closer to California. Danny, come on, leave them alone. Did you really pee in here? You did. You have the door open and you peed in the house. 1 second. Denali, why did you pee right here? Ma'am, why did you pee right here? Don't walk in it, Danny. Oh my gosh, girlfriend. Why? I don't get why you keep doing that. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta clean this because she just let her whole bladder go right here in the house. Really, girl? Really? Oh my gosh. Denali, you gotta stop peeing right here. Like, you have to stop. This is hold on. What'd you say? Oh yeah, no doubt, Teresa. Cleaning up puppy pee. And that's kind of the issue we've been having with her right there, which is one reason why she's not allowed to come into the rest of the RV right now. We have hardwood floors, which means when she pees and it soaks in there, it can buckle the floor, which is gross. Yeah. Oh, my nose. Yeah, so anytime I deal with like cleaning up after her, I do a hand washing and then I also use sanitizer. Though, yeah, I know, and that's the thing is she's got the door, right? She's right here. She's right here by the outside. And she's been, sorry, I have allergies, so if I'm constantly scratching at my face, it's because my face itches so bad right now. Yeah, she can go outside, and she 90% of the time does. And then every now and again, she stops right here by the door, by the steps, and then just lets her bladder loose on the steps. And I've yet to figure out why she does it. There isn't any real reason for her to do it. So I'm baffled as to why she continuously does it. But yeah. So, like I said, she was completely housebroken at the other house. We had the dog door, and she would just go in and out, right? She'd go out the dog door, no problem. Here, she's got the full door. She can go in and out whenever she wants. But since being in here, she has found that peeing on the step right by the door is like her other option for some reason, and I've yet to figure out why she keeps doing it. So I may end up taping down a puppy pad there each day, just to prevent such a mess. Where in the world are all of them going? It's people like that are pissing me off. That is, and there goes more of them. That is a big group. By the way, that was 6 of those little like razors / whatever you want to call them. There was 2 of them that were 4-seater. Most of them, I think there was 4 of them that were 2-seater, and then 2 Jeeps, 2 Jeeps packed with people, and they're all heading out together. they all met up down at the little wash station down here where they have like the soda machines and everything. They all met up there yesterday, like a group of like 40 of them. Do they not realize they should be like, and these are all older people. These are all senior citizens. These are all people 65 and over that got together down there talking about this, and they all just headed out together to go riding out here because there's a big riding trail. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, people want this to die down, and you got that. Yeah, it's just like, hello, we were just told that oh my God. Yeah. Like, especially right now, they should definitely know better right now. That actually irks me. I didn't think they'd all really be going. But okay. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing is people are like, I know that over in a lot of places in Florida right now, the beaches are closed. They're like the big main beaches are closed. You're not even allowed access to them anymore because of people not listening to the instructions. Quarantine, social distancing means stay away from people. Stay away from people. Yeah, so much worse before, because yeah, exactly. That's exactly the problem, is it's gonna get worse before it even gets better. It's the saddest part is if people just don't listen, there's going to be a higher death toll before we know it. Oh yeah, earlier I had to tape, fabric tape, the dang foot, like the what do you call it, the welcome mat thing, to the step because Danny kept ripping it apart. I'm never gonna ride an ATV or a dirt bike or anything like that ever again. My ex crashed one with me, and I flew out of it. Oof! Good Lord, Galen. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Out here, the hiking trails are open, which is fine because most people that go on hikes don't go in massive groups anyway. It's usually just a couple people. And like right now, they're saying they don't want you, like, let's put it this way. If you live in a house and you've got you and 3 other people, right? Let's say your kids, or let's say you have roommates. You guys are fine to spend time together because you are roommates. You live together, therefore quarantining together. You can go on a hike together. Just don't go on a hike with the 4 of you and a whole nother group of people. This is the time to say F off to anybody else around you right now. Just stick to the people that live in your home. Yeah, that is terrifying. But yeah, like seriously, people, just stay away from other people. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. For me to get to where we're going, for me to go fishing later, I have to, there's a small hike that's included in it from where I'll be parking the car down to where I'll be going fishing. So, which is fine. I'll be up for it and get Danny out for a little bit. Maybe hopefully exhaust her a bit, because that's going to be a nice little hike. I've yet to wear this dog out to the point that she crashes out for several hours. I think the most I've gotten out of her after a big hike so far has been probably about a 30-minute nap. So she's definitely high energy. And I've yet to figure out, I gotta buy her a different harness. This harness is a piece of crap. It slides to the side, and it is so tight, like I can barely get a finger underneath it, and she still manages to slide it completely to the side. I don't understand why it won't stay up in the center. It's one of the, I mean, it's a $13, no ma'am. It's like a $13 harness, but I think she's gonna need one. It's a little bit more expensive. Hey, stop it. You can't do that. You're gonna, 1, hurt yourself, and 2, you're gonna break that. That's going to be a big owie when that happens. And there you go. Lay down for a bit. Now she's bored. But yeah, so I'm going to get out for a little bit today, away from everybody. But yeah, crossing my fingers that I can catch some fish, because I would love some fish tonight. Like, it would just be something different, and it's not something store-bought. So you done? Okay. Now that'll depressurize on its own. I don't try to release the pressure on it when I'm doing their food. I let it let it like slowly depressurize on its own. And while it's doing that, I turn the heat off, of course, because normally the keep it warm button comes on. I always turn that off, and as it depressurizes, it'll cool. And then I can make their dinner, or their breakfast / dinner. Danny's gets divided into 2 separate bowls, so that she'll have a bowl now and a bowl later. But yeah, everybody else gets their food for the morning, or I should say afternoon. We've been trying to feed them closer towards the afternoon. I have found that seems to be the best, because I'll feed them closer to the afternoon, then they go to the bathroom, and then they don't have to go till the next, like go to the bathroom again till the next morning, versus going to the bathroom within a half an hour and then having to poop in the middle of the night. And cocktail sauce. Yeah, I actually do, if I can catch some catfish, I will actually deep fry the catfish. If I catch some trout or some bass, then I will definitely be pan-searing it. So, have the cats I'm trying to get. Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier. Mocus is Mocus. And then, of course, Bella is, actually, she's such a happy little kitty right now. I'll show you, see if she's even, I don't know if she's in the chair still or not. Hold on. Look at this bundle. Look at this bundle. Oh yeah, she is. There she is. Hi, Miss Bella. Hi, baby. What you doing, sweet girl? Hi, peeps. Hi, baby. Is you a good girl? Yeah. Oh, there's Moki. There's Moki. Mocus, what are you doing? Hi, crazy girl. Hi, you crazy girl. Hi. What are you doing, crazy kitty? Hi, Miss Moki. Just to think, you guys, when we got Mocus, she was literally just a tiny, itty-bitty, 2-week-old kitten. Look at his big old butt. Well, she's tiny anyway. She's still tiny. You're waking up your mom. But there's Miss Bella. There's my pretty Bella. She's such a happy girl that I've given her this whole chair to just relax in. Oh, so yeah, we got everything all cleared up. And she's a happy camper. Oh, that big old purr box. Oh, babe. Like I said, we still have stuff that needs to be finished in here. Like the doors still need to have their panels put on. I still have the front new bits that are actually going in there. Yeah, handsome. We got a weenie beer and we got a Godric. Hi, Godric. What are you doing, handsome? Hi. You stay up here. You guys lay here and behave. And then we got a Danny. But yeah, so nope, you can't go outside. No Moki. No. You're not at the house anymore. You can't go running outside. You'll end up getting yourself eaten by a coyote out here. Aw, thank you. No, you're gonna stay right here, little miss. No. You're not gonna jump. But, excuse me. Now I've got cat hair all in my face. But, anyway. So, yeah, I'm really happy to have the girls back here, because I was missing them so friggin' much. But, yeah, so that was the thing, like I was saying earlier, is that the RV for me, and like I said, she's got a lot of work still that needs to be done. But for me, this is the perfect space for myself and my 2 pups, right? Because my 2 dogs are Tonks and Denali. Taylor's dog is Godric, and Sarah's dog is Winnie Bear. Right. So once Taylor gets himself all situated and figures out what's going on with him, he'll be able to have Godric with him. And then Sarah, of course, Mocus belongs to Sarah. So Mocus and Winnie Bear are Sarah's. So my pets, my personal animals that are mine, like my babies, are Tonks, Danny, and Bella. And then Taylor's dog is Godric. And then Sarah's Winnie Bear and Mocus. Like Mocus is Sarah's cat. Like if that cat had to choose between Sarah and I and who she wanted to cuddle up with or who she wanted to spend all her time with, it'd be Sarah. Even though I was the one that stayed up all night with her and fed her and helped her poop and everything else because she was an abandoned kitten, she was from jump very attached to Sarah. But there was no way, with Sarah being in school back then and everything else going on, there was no way she was going to be able to be up all night with that kitten. And Mocus was like in every hour and a half, 2-hour feedings. And of course with feedings, then you have to do the pottying and all that kind of stuff that goes with hand raising kittens. It's definite work, just like with hand raising puppies. But yeah, she has definitely picked her person. I don't know what is up with you right now, Danny. Lay down, sweetheart. Lay down, babe. Where's that blanket? Let me get the blanket for you. Maybe you'll lay down on the blanket. Maybe you'll lay down on it and not piss all over it. Maybe. Can we get you to come here? You ready to lay down? Here you go. Is that better? You can lay down there? Okay, good girl. Maybe. We'll see how long that lasts. That old man is running. What in the heck? Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. Like, we have like several people showing up today here at the park. But no, I'll be happy to get moved to the other spot. One, because we'll be facing the opposite way, so the river will be to the back of the RV, but we'll be right on, like, we'll be right where the water is. We're moving pretty much just straight across from where we are now, because it's the only other spot that has trees. Since we don't have awnings, the trees will be a huge benefit. Two, it keeps us as close as we are now to the good showers. We went to the other showers the other day, and to shower in them, you had to, like, they had, the way they were set up is like, you know, when you flush one of the public bathroom toilets where you flush the little line. So you would flush and you would get like a burst of water, and that was it. So the only way to shower was you had to hold the thing down and like turn yourself funny and hold the little knob thing to get your hair wet, because the way the shower head was set. So you couldn't like stand in front of it and hold it and like shower, because the way that the thing was set, it was outward, so it sprayed outward, and you couldn't get your head under the water unless you like stepped away from it. I don't know how to explain it, but anyway, the only way to shower was to hold it. And those ones weren't like individualized like rooms like the other ones are. The other ones, you go in to an individual room. It's a whole room. But these ones were like bathroom stalls. So there was an opening on the bottom, an opening on the top, and all you had was a stall door to keep you from being seen by anybody else. And then there's no like big door to the whole bathroom area. So it was blowing like 90-mile-an-hour winds outside. It was really cold. It was like 52 degrees, and the air was just gusting through that room. And you didn't have any walls to protect you from the absolutely frigid air while trying to shower. So once you would get everything wet, then you would have to let go of the water, the thing, so that the water would stop flowing, and then you would wash your hair while like literally teeth chattering, shivering. So that was an experience. Sarah and I got that experience out of the way, so we will stick to using the other showers for now. And Allie, thank you for showing me the thing. We figured out how you would set one up in here for us to, we're going to get one of the little converter things that you plug in up here, that you put in your shower. You hang it in the shower. You run your your shower hose into it, and it will warm the water to a certain temperature and spray it out the little shower head that comes with the thing. So that is a huge plus. So we can actually have a hot shower. And we will not even have to worry about setting up the hot water line right now. I'm almost tempted to, and I'm really tempted to. If we go ahead and purchase that, the one we found, which had a really good price, was like it was like $115, $116. And it would just strictly be for the shower. So we would still not have hot water to the tap, which honestly we don't really need. So as long as we would have hot water for the shower, I'm ace, right? Ace in the hole. So we're going to go ahead and probably do that, and more than likely take out the hot water heater. If we take the hot water heater out on this side, then that frees that entire side of the RV up, and we can actually set up the bed slash what we have planned right there a little bit better. Right now it's just a bed for Sarah over the top of everything, and then blocked off on the hot water tank. Because right now with the hot water tank there, we can't set anything else like in that area, because we have to cover that to protect the animals from getting near it. So that thing is completely blocked off. But it'll be really nice if we can remove it. It would open that floor space up. And then I want to, this side over here where we have had the dogs and where we have the bench set up, I want to make that area, get a proper piece for the bed there, and make that side her bed, and the other side I want to open that up so that it has a small bench seat on the one side, but next to the kitchen area. I actually thought about extending the countertop on this side, and then putting a seat, like some seats so you can sit on there, to make that kind of a table, and then behind it making another longer piece that would become a desk, and then the dogs would have all the space underneath it to move around. They could get up on the couch / bed area to lay down during the day, but yeah, it would open up a bit more options in here. And then, like I said, because she plans on getting her own place, it would make it nice to have a couch area where the dogs could lay down, and then a side where I would actually have my workspace, because I want to get my sewing machine, bring it out of the cupboard and bring it down, and that way I can get some more of my sewing stuff done, work on some of the stuff for the RV. And then one of the big purchases we have to do, is the seats and the seat belts. The passenger seat belt does not work. It is broken. So the driver's seat belt works, but it's only a lap belt, because this is a 77. They didn't have shoulder belts in here. So that is a must do, is we've got to get the seats changed. I wanted swivel seats in here. And so we want to look into the swivel seats, and then the seat belts, and how to get those installed so we actually have proper seat belts in here, lap shoulder belts. I would just feel much safer having those, especially in an RV like this. And I cannot believe somebody's actually asleep all on her own. But yeah, so that's kind of my plan. Like I said, we had not intended to be in here for 3 more months. So we would have at this point been like April, May, and most of June finishing up. We would have moved in here by the end of June. So we would have each month purchased bits and pieces that we needed, right? So we would have gotten, in June, the last purchase was going to be the seats. We already have the door panels and the seats we wanted to get. We already know which ones we want to get, but we can't order them yet. So as we're doing this, we're kind of doing this like step by step. Still, we did like a chunk of what needed to be done with my income tax and whatnot. So that's all done and gone, and got things that we needed finished. There's a bird up on top. Wow, there's a lot of people packing up today too. This old man has run across the street like 3 times. He's got to be like 70-something years old. He's ran this way and now has run back this way and ran back over there and now has come running back over here. Like, what is he doing? I don't know what he's doing. He's not carrying anything. He's just full-blown in a full-blown run, a sprint. Like, careful there, old man. Please don't fall. Oh my God, if he falls, I'm darting out of here to go help him. I know social distancing or whatever, but if he falls down, I'm going to go help him. Plus, we've all been here. That same guy, we've all been here since the beginning of the month. So, what is it? We've been here since the 4th. Like, we've been in this spot since the 4th. So, today is what, the 22nd? So, yeah, we've been here a while. So, like 18 days? We've been here 18 days. Yeah. But God, it feels like we've been here so much longer than that, and we haven't. We've only been here 18 days. That's crazy. We've been in the RV longer than that, but, and there he goes again. You guys, he's the cutest thing ever. Oh my God. Every time I'm like sitting like this and it's dark to this side of my head, I literally look like I'm missing a tooth. I'm not. It's there. It's just I have crooked teeth right there. So he's really adorable. Like, he's so adorable. I don't know what it is sometimes about older people, but watching them do certain things, like, just is absolutely freaking. Watching him full-blown run is, one, shocking, but super adorable. Like, what? It's just a person riding his bike. Aww. I know, Winnie, you want to go sit with your mom. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can go over there. Go ahead, Winnie. Go ahead. You can go over there. She wants so bad to go lay down with Sarah. She has to like contemplate, because Winnie Bear she always second guesses her ability to jump, but yet this dog can clear a 4.5 foot, almost 5 foot fence, right? But when it comes to jumping a gap about yay big, she's like, she always second guesses herself and always jumps short. So if she would just go for it like she would the fence, I'm surprised, because I know for a fact she can clear this little 3.5 foot fence. She doesn't. She's just happy and content to be right here where she's with Sarah. Danny has figured out how to climb the fence, so she climbs over it and gets out. She figured that out when she was a 4-week-old puppy, how to get out of the little smaller gated area. And now that she's bigger, she's figured out how to get out of this one. Hopefully, once we get the bigger one and extend this, we won't have this problem. But yeah, she's definitely an escape artist. And she loves to get out. So we're more than likely, while we're in the RV and while the door's open during the day, and while she's young, she's gonna have to be tethered, just to prevent her getting out of the yard and for her own safety. I know, bud. So most people be like, but that's so mean. She can get everywhere else as it is. So it's a matter of her safety. And if you'd rather her be unsafe, then I would be more than happy for you to make some recommendations. But if you're not going to be constructive and you're just going to be mean, then be quiet. You know what I mean? So as of right now, she's got an area to run. She can run fully in that area and still get into the RV with room to spare. So I would say, as long as she's able to freely move and not get tangled, which she does not get tangled, unless you put like a chair down like I am right now, and then she decides to run around underneath the chair earlier and got herself completely wrapped around the legs of the chair. Don't give her anything that's going to get in her way, and she's fine. I'm still trying to figure out where they park their car during the night, because he always goes and leaves walking and then comes back with his car. Oh, there goes Leo. Winnie Bear. No, ma'am. No. There is a water bowl outside. Why are you doing that? Winnie, stop. Your puppy's been wanting to come over to you, but she wasn't sure if she should jump to you or not. Oh, is your mom awake? Yeah. She really wants to go over there to Sarah. Now she's happy. Mocha's just chilling out on the middle of the floor. Like I said, this cat is absolutely happy to be wherever Sarah is. She's totally chill. She's literally just sprawled out on the floor. That is sad. Have you reported it? Like, if you report it and they come out and check on the animal, if one of the, like, it sucks, but the requirements are in most states. They have to have shelter that they can get to get out of the heat. They have to, or even out of the rain or the cold. They have to have accessible water, so they have to have water that's out at all times. Food, though, is one of those things where they may feed the dog. Clearly, the dog is still alive, so they're feeding it something. So they have to be able to show that they have stuff that they're feeding it. Hi, Laura. So they have to be able to prove that they have food to provide to the animal. So as long as the animal has shelter, and this sucks because I think it's bullcrap. As long as they have shelter that they can get it, out of the elements from, and they have accessible water, and they can show proof of food being provided on the premises for the animal, then that's all that's required by law. Like I said, for Danny, she is right here. She's right here with me. If I leave, then she is secured inside. She's not left outside in the elements. As you guys know, you've been with us for forever. Our dogs have always just had free run to go in and out of the house as they please, just like the other dogs right now can just free run in and out of the RV into the yard, right? So they have the gated in yard. Stop, Bubba. And so I've always been that firm believer. Yes, Danny is on a tether, but it's for her own safety. And she's right here with us. Yeah, but you can report it and they won't know it's you because you can always report it anonymously. I feel for you. Yeah, the grocery issue. Holy crap. We need to go get groceries. But so far, like, we need to do it to where I need to get up really early and head into town. So I can get there during, like, when they first open their doors. Because as of right now, each time we've gone, it's been kind of in the afternoon and everything's been gone. Oh, but that's the thing is, here's the thing. If it's like a CB radio or whatnot and they're calling something in, when you call something in, you don't have to give your name. You just call it in. Like a police scanner. Yeah, I know. But the scanner doesn't listen to your part of the conversation. The scanner is only there from dispatch to an officer. So the scanners only listen to the dispatcher making in the report, hey, this report has been, you have a report of a dog being neglected or a dog neglect case or whatever, and then they send the officer out there. They don't ever say, so-and-so called, hey, so-and-so called. They wouldn't go, hey, Marie from such and such address called and said that at such and such address. They don't say that. They state, there's a report of a neglected animal at whatever address. Please could you, do a welfare check or whatnot. And then they'll go out and they'll take a look. If the officer feels like, hey, this situation is uncalled for, they give them a warning and they give them a set time to fix said mistakes. Usually 10 days. They will come back out in 10 days and do a follow-up. If they still aren't following the instructions given in that 10-day frame, then they will actually, they'll take the animal. But I can tell you this, if they are following the bare minimum, which is the dog has a doghouse or some form of shelter and has water accessibly outside and they have proof that the dog has food on the premises, then there's nothing that animal control is going to do. And that really sucks, but it's the truth. The dog being tied up, like in the state of Arizona, you can't leave an animal tied up outside unattended for more than, I think it's a total of 10 hours in a day. So, like, I know some people chain up their animal to go to work because their animal is an escape artist, but they don't want to leave the animal inside during the day because it won't have access to go to the bathroom. So some people will chain them up outside. But 90% of the people out in AZ don't usually chain up their animals, but if they do, it's usually in a really good shaded spot, because a lot of people out here have areas that are good and shaded. It's hard to stock up when you live in a small space. Oh yeah, it is. But that's the thing is, we have stocked up, like, you know, like canned goods, stuff like that is fine. It's the small refrigerator thing, like perishable items. Yeah, it's probably what's going to happen. Like I said, they're obviously feeding the dog. Otherwise, like you said, it wouldn't. If it's still alive and it's been out there for as long as it probably has been, and it's still live, it's being fed. We can't do that in Canada either. Animal will freeze here. Yeah, exactly. You definitely don't want to be leaving an animal outside. The neighbor leaves the dog chained up outside all day and every day when it's raining and hot outside. It's just heartbreaking. I hate seeing so. Yeah, me too. I can't stand that. I can't stand that. Like, if it's hot outside and you're boiling hot when you go outside, your animal feels that exact same way. Now, there are certain animals, certain dogs, breeds that are meant to be in the sub-zero temperatures. Like you've got Malamutes and Huskies that are built for that, right? So you got a lot of sled dogs, like in Alaska and whatnot. They live outdoors. Like these dogs live outside in these small little boxes that they're chained to, and that they hide off in their little boxes during the nights. These dogs will curl up in the actual snow and sleep in it. So these dogs are built for that. They're definitely not built for the heat, but those dogs are definitely built for being in the cold. Other dogs, not so much. And I hate seeing people that assume that a dog is fine because it has a fur coat. That's not true. So just think, okay? If you have an animal or a pet, and it's a family pet, bring the dog inside with you. What if dogs stop panting? What do you mean by that? Like panting, a dog panting is a way of cooling off because they don't have sweat glands. So that's how they cool off or sweat, so to speak, is through panting. So if they're hot, they pant. But yeah, if you have a pet and it's a family pet and you say you love it, don't leave it outdoors. If it's supposed to be a guard dog, then what's it doing on a chain? How can it protect anything if it can't get to anybody? So they should have room to move. They should have room to run. Yeah, so like I said, dogs are, if you don't, put it this way also, if you're going to get a dog and you want to know, like, and let's say you're someone who's kind of a quiet person on the lazy side, doesn't really do too much. You don't want to be getting yourself a dog like Danny, who is high energy, who needs a lot of exercise, who needs to be outdoors, who needs to have something to keep her brain busy. You would not fare well with a dog like that. Definitely, she would never work well in an apartment. You would never want a dog like Danny in an apartment. Dog like Godric? Hell yeah. He's high energy when you get him out. But when he's indoors, he's totally chill to just find a comfy spot to lie down and give him some chewy toys, and he's happy. Tonks, same thing. When Tonks was a puppy, I would never have wanted him in an apartment. High energy, go, go, go. If a dog stops panting, it just means that it's cooled off. Like my dogs right now, they're all sleeping. Nobody's panting because nobody's overheated or hot or whatnot. Heat exhaustion does happen in dogs. The stopping of panting just means that they've cooled themselves down. No, it's Sunday. Everybody's closed today. It's Sunday. We have to wait till tomorrow. So, yeah. So dogs, like I said, dogs will pant until, like, even if they're overheated, they will pant until the point that they pass out. Panting is a good sign that they're able to keep their body temperature down. But if a dog stops panting, it means that they're still like sitting around and chilling out, that means that they've cooled off. But if a dog passes out or has seizures from being too hot, that's another thing that can happen. All right, have a great day, Teresa. Yeah, I did too at first when I first got up this morning. I was like, it's Monday. No, it's not. It's Sunday. But I'm going to get off here because, one, I've got to pee because I have drank 2 big cups of coffee while we've all been chatting. And I need to go. And, just a peek. That's all they get is just a peek. There she is. She just ducked her head underneath. They said, where's Sarah? She's right there. Yeah, I'll definitely see how things go, and I'll tell you guys if we caught anything. So, but yeah, she's she's not feeling good, you guys. Like today, I think she's feeling better stomach-wise, but I think right now still the depression is real, you guys, and just send her all the positive vibes, right? Through the screen and through whatnot. Just send her all the positive vibes. She's got this. She's got this. Though she is awfully pale colored this morning. Someone needs to get, she said, Mom, oh my God, the cat. She came over immediately started chow-chowing on Sarah. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later because I'm about to pee myself. So I have to go to the bathroom. And we'll talk to y'all later. You guys are amazing. And yeah, have a good day. Bye.